This changes everything. Effectiveness of post-discharge telephone calls in reducing hospital utilization, quasi-randomized controlled trial. Background: unplanned emergency department (ED) visits and hospital readmissions following discharge contribute to patient distress, increased healthcare costs, and system inefficiencies. Early post-discharge follow-up can improve care transitions, yet evidence on the effectiveness of telephone-based interventions remains mixed. Telephone calls, a low-barrier form of digital health, may enhance equity and accessibility by reaching patients who face challenges with in-person or higher technology follow-up. Objective: this study evaluated the impact of a nurse-led post-discharge telephone intervention delivered by Fraser Health Virtual Care on short-term ED visits and hospital readmissions among recently discharged high-risk patients. Secondary objectives included examining patient experiences with the service and identifying care gaps addressed during follow-up calls. Methods: a pragmatic quasi-randomized trial was conducted, May 2022 to September 2022. Participants were eligible if they were aged 18 years or older and classified as high risk for readmission using the LACE, length of stay, acuity of admission, comorbidities, and emergency department use, index, greater than or equal to 10 or 9 and greater than or equal to 45Y. Participants were allocated to either a post-discharge telephone intervention group or a standard care control group based on daily nurse availability. Intervention participants received a structured nurse-led call 48 hours after discharge, assessing understanding of discharge instructions, medication management, follow-up appointments, and home supports. Primary outcomes were ED visits within 7 and 30 days post-call. Secondary outcomes were hospital readmissions and patient experience. Negative binomial regression models were used to calculate adjusted incident rate ratios, IRRs. Results: a total of 7,091 participants were included. Intervention: N equals 3911, of whom 1752 completed the call. Control: N equals 3180. Post-discharge calls significantly reduced ED visits at both 7 days. Adjusted IRR 0.719, 95% CI 0.617, 0.837, less than 0.001, and 30 days. IRR 0.878, 95% CI 0.783, 0.983, equals 0.02. No statistically significant reductions were observed in hospital readmissions at either 7 days, IRR 0.809, equals 0.13, or 30 days, IRR 0.942, equals 0.54. 40% of completed calls, N equals 701, identified at least one gap in discharge understanding or follow-up care. Most participants found the calls helpful and reported increased confidence in managing their care. Conclusions: structured nurse-led post-discharge telephone calls significantly reduced short-term ED utilization but did not impact readmission rates. These findings support the role of telephone-based virtual care as a scalable, low-barrier strategy to improve care transitions and reduce avoidable ED visits. Additional or ongoing interventions may be required to influence hospital readmission outcomes among high-risk patients. Trial registration: International Clinical Trials Registry Platform ISRCTN 262333632, https://www.isrctn.com/isrctn 262333632. This is what matters. This was reported by Journal of Medical Internet Research. That's your update. Subscribe so you never miss a story.